Hi everyone, and welcome to my channel and the first video of 2025. So today's video is me going on about YouTubers I've enjoyed during the year of 2025. Basically it is YouTubers that brought me joy in 2025. I was watching a lot of different content last year. I have swayed a lot away from the makeup content and gone on to different things. The first category is gaming, particularly, predominantly house flipper 1 and 2 videos. If I'm not house flipping, I'm watching them. So YouTubers that have brought me joy. Now plenty are there, but I've just wanted to categorise it into a few people. Otherwise this video is going to be so long. It's possible it's going to be very long as well. Anyway, so Beefy Comb. I love Beefy Comb. He is fantastic at house flipper. Honestly, they all are what I've written down here, but oh my goodness. He builds from scratch because there's something in House Flipper 2 where it's called sandbox mode. You can build from scratch. Sorry about that. You can build from scratch in House Flipper 1, but it's not as good as House Flipper 2 because in House Flipper 1 it was never meant to be there and people wanted to do it, so they incorporated it. But it's much better on House Flipper 2 to do that. Much better in the tools and everything. So, Beefy Comb is brilliant. I've talked to him on his live streams. He's a lovely guy, he really is, and he builds the most incredible builds, honestly. Wow. I'm currently watching the large modern luxury home. Just about nearly finished that. He's just touring it. So his videos are building the actual builds he does and decorating them and renovating them and everything. I can watch it for hours, and do. Currently do. The next YouTuber is Chaotic Jelly. She also does House Flipper 1 and 2, and she also does the same sort of thing in sandbox mode, builds all the properties, and she also does all the jobs which come in on the main game, because there's a main part of the game and then there's a build part of the game. And I've built my first one in sandbox mode. It's very small, but it's good. I like it. So anyway, so there we are. I'm blowing my own trumpet. Not as good as these guys, honestly. She does all the same sort of stuff as Beefy. They also work together on a few challenges, which is good. But yeah, I've also spoken to her in a live chat on Beefy's in the chat bit. Yeah, she's lovely. She is excellent as well. Oh my goodness, they have both got their own style, and Beefy tends to concentrate on more regular kind of builds. Actually no, because he's done some fabulous ones, floating house and etc. So I won't say all regular builds, but you know, there are some just regular houses sort of builds, but they are both excellent channels. If you like House Flipper 1 and 2, you're going to love it. You're going to love it. Oh, my ring light has just died. Hang on a moment. Okay, I'm back. The next one I want to talk about is now I always call her Minella. I think it's actually pronounced Minelia. I'm not sure, but I always call her Minella. And she does a lot of House Flipper 1 and 2 as well. And she just mainly does the main properties that are in the game itself. She doesn't build or anything. She might have done now because I'm a bit behind on her channel. But all these ones do other games as well, you know, not just House Flipper 1 and 2. But yeah, Minella, she tends to just do the in-game properties and do them up, and she is incredible also. These three people are amazing. But I also wanted to mention a special mention, and that was to Building with Becky, mainly because she explains how to use all the tools on the what do you call it? The one where you build it's gone. Sandbox mode. So I like that, because although she does her own builds, etc. herself, which are very good, I also like the fact she does the tutorial bit. So she shows you how to do certain things. And I learnt how to do the roof through her, because I was really confused with that. And Christine's Gaming HQ, great. What she does with House Flipper also is amazing. I just love all these people. I'm currently going through all Beefy Combs videos, so you know, I'm on him first, and then I'll go to Chaotic Jelly, and I'll catch up on Minella and all that. I'll have a lovely time. Art channels. I went to a lot of art channels, and these two particularly stand out. Is the Faded Wallflower Crochet. She tries all these AI kits, crochet kits. She does different yarns and tests the yarns, and she uses up yarn for something, and she does all these origami or whatever you call it, and she makes all different little animals and stuff, and I love it. I can while away with that for hours. I can watch that for ages. I'm really enjoying it. And also My Colourful Country Life. She doesn't talk on the videos. There's no commentary, like a lot of the House Flipper ones also. Although Chaotic Jelly does talk on hers. Beefy has started to talk on some of his. And also Minella, she does talk on some of hers. Some of them are no commentary. Christine, no. Building Rebecca, yes, she talks. Anyway, so My Colourful Country Life, basically, it's no commentary. And she's just colouring in a page on a colouring book. That is it. That is it. It is so relaxing and therapeutic. It is, and it is just wonderful. And also, you know, she does all this shading in, and oh wow, the way she colours is incredible. Honestly, it really is. And I can watch that for a long time. I just have it on in the background a lot of times, and I'm just looking at it and then doing something else and just watching it. Sarah Renee Clark, she does a lot of art challenges, which I really like. And there's another one I can't find in my YouTube subscription list, which makes me suspect YouTube's done that thing where they've, you know, unsubscribed me from the channel, which is one I want to talk about. YouTube does that a lot. So just make sure that you check that you are subscribed to my channel and your notifications are set to all. And then you won't miss any content from me. So yeah, Sarah Renee Clark is one that does a lot of makeup challenges and tests things, basically tests a load of like cheap pencils versus expensive. She does a lot of colouring, and she's doing diamond art painting and stuff like that. She's really good. And there's another one who does more than that, like fills a whole room in those, what do you call those things that stick on the back of your phone and you can like put your fingers through them and hold it? I don't know what they're called. I'm talking about something, I have no clue what they're called, you know. But foam pops, whatever, covered the whole room in them, and they could stick up and go back down it. It was quite amusing. And she's done a massive oh, here we go, I can't think of things, disco effect skeleton. Not a real skeleton, we're not going to dead people, but you know, plastic. And it's just brilliant. The challenges she does, like paints a car and different things, wow, she's amazing. I hope to be able to find her channel and pop it here for you. So the makeup and beauty, clothes and vlogs, I put that all together because I do watch my favourite channels. I do watch my favourites. I'm always watching Susie's videos when she uploads. Her channel is called Susie Style. She's also changing her channel up a bit, and I can't blame her for that at all. I'm there for the long haul, you know. I'm still going to be watching the content. But she has done like Dollar Tree hauls and makeup videos, budget stuff, some high-end stuff. Homeware's what she's going to, I believe. Yeah. Oh, excuse me, and things like that. Well, I love that kind of thing anyway, so, you know. But she's done clothes and stuff and all that. Belinda Chapman. I always watch Belinda's channel. Not always in the time frame she uploads, the same as Susie, but I'll watch it a bit later. She does a lot of clothing reviews and hair dye stuff and beauty related things and vlogs and holiday vlogs and things like that, and she's great. She really is, she's great. Donna the Brumming. I couldn't come on here and not mention Donna. You've not been on for a little while, Donna. I miss your channel, I really do. She does a lot of taste tests and testing skincare, testing a lot of sunscreens. She's definitely on the lookout still, I think, for a sunscreen that actually says it's a matte finish and doesn't make a shiny. Or she's a joy to watch, honestly, because she giggles a lot and it just brings me joy. It really does. Clothing hauls and stuff, because she does a lot of charity shop hauls, thrifting. Just things like that, and she's such a joy to watch. She really is a joy to watch. If you're having a bit of a rubbish day, put Donna the Brummie on. She'll giggle away for a video. It'll make you feel wonderful, and I just love her. I really do. Faye J, love her. I found her channel, I think mid-time last year, mid-June sort of time. I don't know, but all I know is she's so down to earth. She calls a spade, and she'll say it how it is, and also just randomly waffle on, and I like that. So she'll show you like clothes hauls and things, and she's hilarious. She's hilarious, and currently is pregnant on her second round of IVF, so I'm very pleased for her, and she's having a little girl, so that's brilliant, because she's got 2 teenage boys, and she's with her new partner Steve. Well, she's been with him a while, and they wanted a child together, and she's having a little girl, so I'm overjoyed for her, I really am. And she's just brilliant. She really is. She's just such a joy to watch. And the things she comes out with, it's so funny. So, yeah, she's brilliant. Another YouTuber I love watching is Fairly Average Mum. I watch 2 Kims. And anyway, this is the British Kim. And I love her. She also says it how it is, you know. She also calls a spade a spade. Basically, you know, she does clothing hauls. She does a lot of thrifting. Also, she does makeup sometimes. She unboxes a few beauty boxes a month, and also just mainly clothes and homeware. And she's batty, but she's brilliant, and I love her to bits. And yeah, she's great. She's not been on during the Christmas period and everything, because she's been spending a lot of time with the granddaughter, which is rightly so. And I just love her. I really do. She makes me laugh. She's lovely. And special mention is going to Jazzy Bum. Now, she's a young YouTuber in, I think she's early 30s now. But I started watching her channel when she was around mid-20s. She's just recently had a baby. Well, actually, he's getting up for a year old in April. I'm pretty sure it's April. She hasn't really said when he was born, but you know, you kind of work it out a bit. And yeah, oh, he's gorgeous. He's so gorgeous. He's adorable. I'm still a bit on the fence whether she should be like showing a child on channel so much, but it's her choice. And I like seeing him. Yeah, She's brilliant. She does a lot of viral TikTok hacks, and she cooks things in the kitchen. She's doing a lot of vlogs. Actually, yeah, her channel is predominantly vlogs, so going about her day, etc, etc, and but doing other things in between as well. Mainly going about her day though, mainly a vlog channel, but brilliant, really good. She's lovely. She's such a lovely person. She comes across that way, and I just like watching her channel. Oh dear. Stephanie Toms also, I like her. She's mad as a box of frogs. But I like her, and she does do a hell of a lot of makeup videos. Mainly that is what she does, is makeup, beauty and makeup. And she'll sit there and try new products, and she'll tell you what she thinks are wrong, and she'll give you an honest review, and I love her. I've not wrote in here Nikki Raven, although I do love her channel when it was a beauty related channel and makeup, because you know you can rely on her. But unfortunately she turned into a gaming channel. Now I know that sounds awful, and she was doing Sims 4, and I'm sticking with her because I like Nikki and all her beauty stuff is still there, but it's a shame, and she hasn't been on for a couple of months, and it looked like it was going a bit, and I'm not really into the Sims 4 thing, you know, I'm just not into it, but I'm sticking with it. Random alternative is the next section. I hope I'm not waffling and boring anyone, because it sounds like I'm just going on and on and on. I thought it was a good idea. Maybe it's not, I don't know, let me know in the comments. So anyway, my alternative ones are Gothic Eternity, and she's very gothic. She's a goth woman with a family and a house of hell, as she's calling it at the minute, because she's had to have a lot of renovating, because one day particularly when it was really wet weather, she had a leak come through her roof from the top floor all the way down to the bottom, and it looks like she's got 3 floors. Come all the way through, plus the ceiling fell down a bit and knocked her son on the head. Luckily he wasn't hurt really badly or anything, so she's had to have this house of hell, as she's calling it, renovated, and it's still going on months later, and I couldn't believe it, because she had the old style windows, so she didn't have any double glazing ones. And I can't work out whether they rent the property or they own it. It looks to me like a townhouse in Brighton. Anyway, one of the windows had that much gap, so the glass and then nothing. So with that much gap, that must have been freezing cold in the winter. She said she had to always keep bunging it up with tissue and stuff to keep the cold out, but oh wow, rotting windows and everything, awful, really awful. But anyway, she also does gothic makeup, which I'm fascinated by. She also does unboxings of gothic boxes and stuff, and she's just an all-round lovely person. And she goes thrifting and Halloween hunting, Halloween hauls, you know, so when it gets to Halloween, she's off and she's hunting for Halloween stuff, etc, etc. And also she does graveyard vlogs. Different, but not unusual. Some other people have done that as well, you know, I've seen that. Also By the Curb. Predominantly he's on his own, and he just does things like catches a bus to Benidorm only, you know, using buses and using only trains, etc, etc, them kind of challenge videos, or just visiting a certain town or anything. Is it the worst seaside town, whatever, etc, etc, trying different foods, you know, all that kind of thing. But also he's got a lovely fiancée that makes me laugh, who he calls Helly Bobs, and anyway, she's great, and sometimes she's on there, and she likes to pop into the charity shops and that, and you know, and they just work together, and you know, end up at the pub most time. But she's funny. She really is funny, and I just like the channel in general. Another one, Madam Amsterdam. She's also a goth, and she does the odd goth makeup. She was the one I got my idea from, doing a asymmetrical eye look. None of you seem to like that video, unfortunately. Never mind, it's how it is. I enjoyed it. So anyway, and she makes her own clothes, and she makes clothes for the people, and it turns out I can watch seamstresses for hours, and just does all that kind of thing, and does graveyard stuff, and music video for a certain band she did, visiting abandoned properties, because why wouldn't you, all kinds of things on her channel, and weird things. Like, she has I think it's a mortician's table in her living room. I kid you not. And just things like that. So the next one is crime. Of course. I watch a ton of true crime. Movies, TV, just true crime in general. People talking about different cases. Particularly these three people. Now, this will not surprise you at all when I say Emma Kenny. She's predominantly the one I go to, because she deep dives, and I like that a lot. So she really goes into it in depth. So her videos can be about an hour and a half, but brilliant. She is great. And also Danielle Kirsty. She does that kind of thing. Not deep dive so much, but she is very good. Although she does do crime and makeup. So she's there putting the makeup on while she's talking about different crimes. Different. But yes, it's alright, it's fine. And she's very good. And also Outlaw with Eleanor. She's also very good at what she talks about, different people. Now you see, sometimes if Emma hasn't covered the case, I'll go to Eleanor or Danielle, because they might have covered the case. So, you know, that's why those three are really good, because they all do. Emma's the best for deep diving, but they're all pretty good at it anyway. But yeah, they are very good. The last category is food related. Bold Foodie Guy. He just reviews different types of food and goes places and reviews food from takeaways, but not too often. More just like your frozen goods from supermarket. He's got such a lovely personality, and I just like him. The other one is Gary Eats. He reviews various restaurants' foods and takeaway foods, mainly restaurants. Which brings me down, because he's great, he's really good, he'll tell you how it is, but also brings me along to talking about, he teamed up with Danny from Rate My Takeaway, and they do reviewing foods together, and because Danny was Rate My Takeaway, he was rating takeaway food, and Gary rates more the restaurant kind of side, although he does do takeaway foods. And they've brought their channel together, a new channel together, and it's really good. They rate takeaways and restaurants, and they both have a different opinion, and it's good. And Danny from Rate My Takeaway I like. Now, it used to be with, I didn't know this at the time, but this channel Rate My Takeaway is collapsed, mainly because of what went on behind the scenes with the cameraman, etc., and the team that he's working with, because it became apparent, because Danny had a couple of strokes last year, and they were still pushing and pushing and pushing, and it was the money side and the band side, and it was a lot going on. If you want to know more about it, go to Mr. and Mrs. Yorkshire, that channel, because that's the one with his wife, and he'll talk to you about it on there. And yeah, That poor guy suffered, honestly he did. So he's teamed up with Gary Eats and it's going very well. And I have to give a special mention in there to Off the Hook. Dance Games, so Dance from Dance Games, and also Will, and they work together on this channel, and they do various things like go out fishing and try out Airbnbs. Mainly at the minute they're in the kitchen and they're just doing these bad cooks. So Candy's cooking, Kay's cooking. They're just replicating the actual recipes that they're doing and testing it. I feel sorry for them, honestly, because it looks disgusting. But it's very good. And they also do different things, like they've just played this game where if you lose, do such and whatever. I can't remember the game itself, but it was very funny and I enjoyed it a lot. So the next one is Sinead Hannah, and she reviews movies, horror movies, and also horror style books, and she tells you what she thinks of them and she rates them and everything like that, and she's brilliant. I've not long found her channel. I think it was during Halloween I found her channel, and I like her. She just talks about various different books she's enjoyed, horror books and Christmas horror films and all of that. It's great. I really enjoy it. And the next one is Horror Hands. He has got thousands and thousands of horror DVDs all around his walls on loads of different bookcases he built with his dad, I think. And yeah, he just talks about different horror films and things like that. And some of them I've watched and enjoyed, you know. I'm trying to think particularly of a film. He reviewed a film called Threads, and I watched it because it's available to watch on YouTube. And then I found it on Tubi. I think it was Tubi or Plex or something. About a nuclear war attack in the UK and how it affects you and everything like that. That film was terrifying, absolutely terrifying. If you think you can't be silenced by a film, watch Threads. It will silence you. I kid you not, it will silence you. Wow, I was just in shock. It was just awful. It was like people going without food and scavenging for food and things like that. It was horrible. It really was. But he's a great guy. He reviews a lot of obscure horror and etc. and does watch. Well, not watch along. You could watch along, I guess, but it'd be a bit difficult. Yeah, he does, like, he watches it and then he'll tell you about it, or etc. Or he'll just talk about a few horror films. He's really good. Eden Carlisle, she reviews different horrors. So she'll only upload once a week, but she watches one horror film and then she'll talk to you about it. The only gripe I do have in a way is because she gives away too many spoilers in a way, but you know, it's a review channel at the end of the day. I will give away spoilers, you know, when I upload the next one. You know, I've still not uploaded Rose from his baby, you may notice. But anyway, the review, not the film. I might get a bit in trouble if I do that. Although people do it. Anyway, so she talks about different films she's watched, different horror films, and yeah, she's very good. I like her. She's very informative. But yeah, that concludes this video. I hope this wasn't boring, because I just seem to sound like to myself, like I'm going on and on and on. I thought this would be a great idea for a video. I don't know. I'm not sure. Let me know in the comments anyway. Anyway, I'm going to go. Please do all that lovely stuff. Like, comment, subscribe and share. It really does help out the algorithm and helps out my channel. I will see you next time. Take care, everyone. Goodbye.